I'm Ben with the BTC Sessions, and this is your bullish bit brought to you by Seedor.io, one of the most beautifully designed and robust options when it comes to backing up your seed phrase in solid steel. You can check them out at the links down below.
The publicly traded grocery stores within Canada, so the government in Canada debases the currency, then they gaslight the capitalistic business owners and they say, hey, these business owners are ripping you off, they're increasing their prices, and now we're going to have to put in price caps. Well, he pulls up their balance sheets and their P&Ls and he's like, actually, no, they're making less money. And so it goes back to what I have an extreme version of, and we all have different versions of. Supply is always meeting demand. Where you have a large margin, you got a large incentive for people to produce whatever it is and meet that demand with supply. Well, it's a fundamentally deflationary force. But we have an inflationary monetary system, and every time there's a liquidity crisis, they have there's exponentially more liabilities within the system, which requires exponentially more printing, which further exacerbates the problem and strengthens and makes that divide even larger. And so the long and short of it is the reason I'm so bullish is everyone on planet Earth wants money. Like in the famous words of Breedlove, money is essentially a call option on any good or service that the marketplace can produce. So whatever the money is chosen by the marketplace has infinite demand on it. And if you compare infinite demand with true scarcity, now you have the apex asset. You could call it the apex property of the human race. And in this particular case, it's engineered money. So the incentive is to buy this thing. And so with the FABSB rules changing at the end of the year, shitbag corporations who participate in endless scumbaggery like Nestle, for example, they're going to put Bitcoin on the balance sheet instead of go drill a well in some starving, impoverished area where nobody's got any resources and sell the water back to them. Because the path of least resistance to make the most, to provide the most shareholder value, instead of diluting the shares, buying up some small company like Annie's Foods and pretending like Annie's isn't owned by Nestle, and I don't know if that's the case, but just as an example, they're going to put Bitcoin on the balance sheet because it's the apex asset. It's probabilistically, as long as it exists, and as another thing Booth says, stays decentralized and secure, it's going to appreciate at a faster rate than everything. So it's the inversion in the incentive structure to buy Bitcoin with your surplus instead of dilute it by giving it to your shareholders in the form of dividends. And so it's going to slowly bring back solvency in an insolvent system where we have $400 trillion worth of insolvency in the world.